All right, you guys, this is day 2 of Number Corner, and we've got our second graders here in class. We've got you second graders at home. Hi, you guys. We are going to be taking a look at our number squares here on our calendar today. We're also going to be looking, you guys, at our telling time over here. We're going to be collecting some minutes each day, so we'll talk about that here in a second. Let's go ahead and start with our calendar. Now, we didn't do this yesterday, so we have 2 days worth that we're going to do. We have the 15th and we have the 16th. So I'm going to go ahead and hold up the 15th so you guys can see it, and then we'll chart down what we're dealing with. So this says there were 11 birds on the windowsill. So try to picture that, kind of like a movie in your mind, right? There are 11 birds on a windowsill. Some of them flew away, but now there are only 3 left. How many birds flew away? So we started with 11 birds. We don't know how many flew away, but some of them took off, and now there are only 3 left. So you guys need to try to figure out how many birds are left. Wait, I think I said that wrong, didn't I? Not how many are left, but how many flew away. So since I said that wrong, I'm going to read it one more time. There are 11 birds on the windowsill. Some of them flew away. Now there are only 3 left. How many flew away? Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. And I'm going to mark that. I think I have my marker in my pocket. I'm going to mark that. Ugh. There we go, right here, where we have 11 birds. We are going to get rid of some of the birds, and then we're going to be left with only 3. So this is what you're trying to figure out right now, okay? We're doing this for yesterday, so 9/15. Okay. What would you guys call this for the kind of marker we
I
have?
can't really see.
That's okay. Grace?
So like what?
So we're keeping track of what kind of markers they are. Is it pennies? Is it a number rack? Is it a story problem?
It's a story problem.
Right, so we'll just jot down story problem. And then you guys need to try to figure out how many birds flew away.
I also knew the answer to the problem.
Oh, you think you know it? What do you think it is?
8.
Okay, you think 8? I heard Cross say 8. What do you
Eight.
think?
8.
You all think 8?
Yeah.
Then chances are it's 8, but let's double check, okay? So I'm going to use the number rack. Okay, we've got somebody who thinks it's 9, so let's check it out. So I'm going to put 11 birds over here. So we started with 5, 10, 11, okay? Then we only have 3 left. So let's move these guys over just a little bit. So let's say these are the ones that flew away. And now we're left with only 3. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you said 8 birds left, you got that right.
I win.
You win. We're all winners. Okay, so I'll put 8 here. Now,
Nice.
8 was the number,
Nice.
Cayenne, listen. 8 was the number they were trying to get us to think of. What do I need to add to 8 in order for it to equal 20? And I'll hold up the number rack in case that helps some of you guys. So if I have 8 on this side, how many do I need to add to 8 to get to 20? So that's what we're thinking about. Thanks for not shouting it out, because that gives people a chance to think. Are you thinking back there too, Wyatt? Okay, we have 8 here. How many do we add? So basically, how many do I have over here to equal 20 altogether? All right, Wyatt, we're going to have you tell us the answer, and we'll see if these guys agree with you. Do you want me to repeat the question? Okay, you can count this up here, Wyatt. That's why I've got it. This is 20 dots total on this rack. I have 8 over on this side. So if I add this over here, I have 20 total. So how much do I have over here, Wyatt? I can make you guys groups of 5s right here and here, plus 2 more.
We have 12.
Do you guys agree or disagree with 12?
12.
12. I'm here a lot of people agreeing, and you guys were right that it was 12. So we are going to write down 8 plus 12 is 20. Okay, that was for
I
yesterday.
counted it on the
Let's
number
go ahead and put the 16th today. What kind of square do we have for the 16th today, you guys? What should I put for our kind of marker that we have? Faith?
We should put a number.
Yeah, this is just a picture of our number rack. So I'll jot that down. okay? We need an equation that kind of is being shown on our number rack. Emmett's hand shot up. Emmett, what are you thinking?
Like, the equation is probably minus.
Oh, so maybe like we take this minus that. Is that kind of what you're picturing? Okay, we could do that. Okay, what are you thinking?
Same.
Same? Okay. Or maybe we should start with 20 or something and then subtract part of it. How do you want to start it? Do you want to start with 20, Emmett?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it. 20 minus, and then Emmett, we'll have you finish up with that one. Let's have you subtract, I don't know, do you want to subtract this part or this part? This part? Because it's easier and there's less? Okay, how many are over there? Okay, so Emmett is subtracting the 8 that are on this side. Ooh, this is going to be a fact family with what we just did over here.
Oh, I had a landslide.
So 20 minus 8, how many do we have? Cross? Yeah, we've got 12. Good job. And that makes sense here because we have 8 and 12. If you add them together, they equal 20. So if you take 20 and you get rid of the 8, you're left with the 12. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our 12. This is kind of still part of a number family here. 12 plus something. What would you have to add to 12 to get to 20?
8.
You have to add 8. Is that what you were going to say too? Yeah, we have to add 8 because it is our number family here. We had a lot of number family action there. Okay, very cool. So we'll stick that back up here. The next thing we're going to do is the telling time. I'm going to grab my clock from underneath the camera here. Grace, can you see the camera? Am I in the right place?
You need to go over a little bit to the top. Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
but then they can still see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, thanks. Okay, so what we're going to do with telling time is I'm going to give us a time to write down, and we're going to write it, and we're going to collect 60 minutes a day. So every day we're going to add on 60 minutes and write our new time. The point of that is just to kind of practice counting by fives around the clock and also writing down our times, okay? So we're going to start at 3 o'clock today. So on your papers, for those of you guys that are here in person, can you guys please open up to the first page in your number corner packets? And if you're at home, we can send you guys a PDF of this, like a copy of this, in case you want it. This is what that would look like. Okay, so we're going to use this paper today to kind of mark that down. So we're starting at 3 o'clock. So what you're going to do is you're going to write in the very first time 3 o'clock, like this.
Oh, 300.
Yep, 3:00. Oops. So you're writing 3 o'clock. Okay. Now you guys, this is going to be 3 o'clock a.m. Okay. So do you guys know, is a.m. in the morning or in the evening?
Morning.
Okay, I'm hearing 2 people say morning, and they're right. Morning, 3 people. So a.m. is in the morning. What are we normally doing at 3 a.m.?
Sleeping.
Sleeping, right?
But sometimes I wake up.
Sometimes I do too. So yeah. So you're either sleeping or you're awake in bed thinking about your life choices or something. So okay, but you're most of the time sleeping. So 3 o'clock, you're gonna write underneath your clock, I am sleeping.
I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning. They already had
All right.
for you.
So I am sleeping is what most of us are doing during that time. So I am sleeping. You guys doing okay? Okay. What's the matter, Gabe? All right. Could somebody over there help Gates get into? Thanks. Why don't you, if you don't mind, Cambria, going over there? That way they don't pick up as much sound on the screen. I'm recording this. If you went there to help him, never mind. Okay, you guys. So you should have by now written 3 a.m. that you're sleeping. Now what we're going to do is we're going to count by fives, and I'm going to ask you guys to do that counting. And I'm going to move the clock as you go. You guys with me? Okay, so here we go. 5,
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Beautiful. And now we're at 4 o'clock, right? So over here on the wall, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna color in to 4 o'clock. And I believe you guys have this on your paper too, right, at the top? Like a big clock that you can color. So you guys do the same thing. You're just coloring in your clock up to 4 o'clock.
Can we do it with our highlighter?
Sure, that's more fun.
Can we do a purple?
I don't care what you use. Go for it. Go for it. Go crazy.
I am.
Whoa, that was crazy. Okay, and then I don't think you have a place to write this part, but I'm gonna just write it for us up here. So our time right now, I'm gonna put what we started at. So we started at 3 o'clock, and that was when we had 0 minutes that we added on. But then my next time, we're putting 4 o'clock, because that's where we are now, and we added 60 minutes to get there. But you don't have to write that part.
I will.
I was just checking and see through the camera what they could see. Now, let's just say we did that for yesterday, since we didn't do the 15th, so let's go again, okay? So, on your paper, and you guys at home will get you this so that you can print it off if you need to, but on this paper, it now says 4 o'clock, okay? So I'm gonna write next to 3 o'clock, I'll put 4 o'clock. So you guys do that too. I know some of you are still coloring in your clock, but maybe try to do that part quickly. What are we normally doing at 4 a.m.?
Sleeping.
Normally sleeping, right? Or awake thinking about all the stuff you have to do in the morning or something.
I'm always
So,
awake.
I'm going to put 4 o'clock a.m. I am sleeping. Man, I hope I'm sleeping.
I am awake.
Then maybe you should put I'm awake in bed or something to make sure that we know.
No, I'm usually awake playing my video game.
On my pallet on my parents' floor because my bed is currently filled up with stuff. So I was sleeping on the cold hard floor, and somehow I got off my blanket, and then I was too cold just with one blanket.
Okay, but Faith, you have, the line is like this long. You can't write all that. So just write 4 a.m. and put down what you were doing, okay? You can even put I was sort of sleeping or something like that, okay? All right, you guys, and then I need you counting by fives again. So remember, we're practicing that. This time,
I didn't get to see them.
what'd you say?
I didn't get to see them.
Oh, here. It's the same thing as what we did before, except 4 o'clock. So you're gonna write 4 o'clock with your pencil, please. Oop, pencil. You were still going with your purple crayon. So 4 o'clock, and then you can copy off of what you wrote for 3 o'clock. I'm sleeping.
No,
Let's be polite, please.
I don't want to.
Hey, Cayenne, let's be polite. All right, so we're at 4 o'clock, and we're gonna count by fives again. I need your help, please. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'll wait for Emmett here. Okay, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So there are 60 minutes in an hour, and we're now at what time?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Okay, so you guys can jot that down. Where did I put my purple marker? I lost my purple marker already. Did I leave it on somebody's desk?
It's on the floor.
Oh, here it is. It rolled right off. Okay, so now we'll put, you just laughed. Did you know it was down there, Emmett? You were just laughing, waiting for me to find it. So we're going to put 5 o'clock, and I'm going to color in my clock to 5 o'clock, and you should too.
Why? Soon we're going to be at 60.
Okay, now here's the thing. We had 60 minutes, and now we just added 60 more. So what's 60 plus 60? Anybody know that one?
60.
Yeah?
120.
Is that what you were thinking? What were you thinking?
120.
You guys got it. Great. 120. So far we have collected 120 minutes. Okay, that's it for Number Corner. So I'm going to push pause, and then we'll continue in class with a few other things. Bye, you guys.